Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to summarize Margaret Mitchell's Gone with the Wind is one of the most sweeping epics in American literature. Published in 1936, it is not just a love story, but also a saga of survival, pride, and transformation set against the collapse of the Old South during the Civil War and Reconstruction. At nearly 1,000 pages, the novel immerses readers in the world of Georgia planters, Confederate soldiers, Southern belles, and the chaos of a society that believed it was eternal but was gone within a few short years. What follows is a detailed retelling of the story from Scarlett O'Hara's first youthful flirtations at Tara to her final, desperate determination to win Rhett Butler, backwoven with commentary on characters, themes, and history. Imagine this as though you were listening to the book being recounted, a long journey through love and loss, war and survival. The novel begins in 1861 on the eve of the Civil War, at Tara, the O'Hara family plantation in Georgia. We meet Scarlett O'Hara, the spoiled but captivating daughter of Gerald and Ellen O'Hara. Scarlett is 16, green-eyed, dark-haired, and already notorious in her county for being the most attractive young woman around. She has a gift for flirting, and she uses it shamelessly. But Scarlett's beauty masks her immaturity and selfishness. She is clever but not bookish, calculating but not wise. She has grown up in the insulated world of Southern aristocracy, where young women are groomed to marry well, while the enslaved people labor in the background to uphold the illusion of leisure and prosperity. Scarlett's obsession is Ashley Wilkes, her neighbor from the neighboring plantation, 12 Oaks. Ashley is refined, artistic, dreamy, and the opposite of Gerald O'Hara, who is fiery and passionate. Scarlett believes Ashley must secretly love her. Yet, when she learns Ashley is engaged to his cousin, Melanie Hamilton, a sweet, gentle woman whom Scarlett secretly despises, her pride is wounded. In one of the earliest pivotal scenes, Scarlett corners Ashley at 12 Oaks and confesses her feelings. Ashley gently rejects her, admitting he loves Melanie. Furious and humiliated, Scarlett lashes out at Nats when another man overhears her outburst, Rhett Butler. Rhett is scandalous. He is a Charleston black sheep, disowned by his family, known for his wit and cynicism, and dismissed as a rogue by Southern society. Rhett, unlike the others, sees through Scarlett immediately. He recognizes her ruthless ambition and selfishness, and instead of condemning it, he admires it. In Scarlett, he finds someone who, like himself, values survival over empty ideals. Their connection is instantaneous, though Scarlett does not yet realize its significance. The larger world intrudes. The talk at 12 Oaks turns to secession and the impending war. Young men boast about Confederate victory being inevitable. Scarlett, though, barely cares until she realizes Ashley and Melanie will soon be married, and her dream will be crushed. When war is declared, the romantic illusions of Southern nobility sweep everyone into patriotic fervor. Scarlett, heartbroken, impulsively accepts a marriage proposal from Charles Hamilton Maloney's brother, simply to spite Ashley. Within weeks, she is married, and almost as quickly, she is widowed. Charles dies of measles before even reaching battle. Scarlett, now a teenage widow, is left with a child, Wade, and the suffocating expectation that she must wear mourning clothes and refrain from fun. This is Scarlett's first taste of loss, but instead of teaching her humility, it fuels her resentment of society's rules. She loathes the restrictions placed on widows and begins to chafe under the weight of expectations. Her willful spirit, once indulged, now feels trapped. Scarlett's life takes a dramatic turn when she goes to Atlanta to live with Melanie and Melanie's Aunt Pitty Pat. Atlanta is vibrant, filled with soldiers, balls, and energy, despite the war. Here, Scarlett meets Rhett again, and their flirtation grows sharper. Rhett is not like the gallant young men dying for honor. He is a blockade runner, profiting off the war, scoffing at romantic notions of glory. He mocks the Confederate cause, but his pragmatism secretly appeals to Scarlett. Even if she continues to insist she loves Ashley, Scarlett navigates Atlanta society with contradictions. Outwardly, she plays the part of a respectable widow. Inwardly, she longs to dance, flirt, and live freely. Her desire for Ashley remains obsessive, though Ashley has married Melanie and gone to war. Yet Melanie, with her gentle strength and unwavering kindness, slowly becomes an anchor in Scarlett's life even if Scarlett resents her. The war, however, grows harsher. Atlanta becomes a hub of hospitals and death. Scarlett, against her will, is drawn into service helping at hospitals, assisting Melanie when she becomes pregnant. This is where we see Scarlett's first true confrontation with hardship. She hates suffering, hates blood, hates sacrifice, but she endures because she must. When Atlanta is besieged by Union troops, the city erupts into chaos. In one of the novel's most cinematic sequences, Scarlett delivers Melanie's baby during the bombardment, aided by only a few enslaved servants. With Rhett's daring help, Scarlett flees Atlanta with Melanie, her baby, and her own child. Rhett drives them out, but soon abandons them to join the Confederate army at the last moment, claiming he must make his stand. Scarlett is furious, but she continues alone, steering their ragged group back to Tara. What she finds at Tara is devastating. The plantation has been ravaged, her mother is dead of typhoid, her father Gerald is mentally broken, and the enslaved people are either gone or powerless to save the family. Hunger gnaws at them, taxes loom, and the once grand plantation teeters on collapse. Scarlett's famous vow crystallizes here. Standing in the ruined fields of Tara, starving, she swears, "I'll never be hungry again." This is the turning point of her character. Up to now, she has been selfish, but frivolous. From here forward, she becomes selfish, but relentless. She will do anything: lie, cheat, steal, even kill to survive. With the Confederacy defeated, the Reconstruction era begins. For Scarlett, survival takes priority over honor or tradition. When Union soldiers or carpetbaggers threaten Tara, she defends it fiercely. She even kills a Union soldier who tries to raid the plantation, demonstrating her growing ruthlessness. But taxes on Tara rise beyond what she can pay. Ashley, back from the war, is still weak and directionless, clinging to dreams of the Old South. Scarlett realizes Ashley will never be the man she fantasized about, yet her obsession persists. She convinces herself that if she can hold on to him emotionally, if not physically, she will find fulfillment. Scarlett hatches a desperate plan. Learning that Frank Kennedy, her sister Sulan's beau, has money from his store, she manipulates him into marrying her instead. She lies, claiming Sulan no longer cares for him. Scarlett marries Frank purely for financial security, using his wealth to pay Tara's taxes. This betrayal reveals her transformation into a pragmatic survivor, willing to sacrifice even family bonds for stability. Now a businesswoman in Atlanta, Scarlett defies every expectation of Southern womanhood. She runs Frank's store with shrewdness and aggression, shocking polite society. She expands into the lumber business, leveraging opportunism and even exploiting convict labor. To Scarlett, morality means nothing. Survival and prosperity mean everything. Yet her success isolates her. Atlanta's society views her as scandalous, unfeminine, and cold. Only Rhett Butler seems to understand. Rhett admires her boldness, her defiance of social norms, and her hunger for life. Their relationship deepens into a dance of attraction and mockery. Rhett offers her money, protection, even affection, but Scarlett resists, insisting she loves Ashley. Tragedy strikes when Frank is killed in a vigilante raid, leaving Scarlett widowed again. Rhett steps in, marrying her in a union that shocks the city. This marriage is passionate, volatile, and deeply flawed. Rhett showers Scarlett with luxury, giving her the wealth and status she craves. Yet emotionally, they remain mismatched. Rhett desires love and vulnerability, while Scarlett clings to pride and obsession. Scarlett and Rhett's marriage becomes a battlefield of wills. Scarlett continues to pine for Ashley, blind to his weaknesses, while Rhett grows weary of her blindness. Yet Rhett's love for her runs deep, though he masks it with sarcasm and cynicism. The birth of their daughter Bonnie briefly softens Scarlett. Bonnie becomes the one true bond between them, adored by both parents. Rhett dotes on her, seeing in her the purity and affection he cannot receive from Scarlett. For a time, their family finds peace, but happiness proves fleeting. Scarlett suffers a miscarriage during a quarrel with Rhett, and the emotional distance between them widens. Then tragedy strikes again. Bonnie dies in a riding accident, shattering Rhett's heart. In his grief, Rhett withdraws completely, consumed by despair. Scarlett, too, is devastated, but her instinct is to fight, not to yield. Meanwhile, Melanie, always kind, always selfless, falls gravely ill. On her deathbed, she entrusts Scarlett to care for Ashley. But in that moment, Scarlett finally realizes the truth. She never truly loved Ashley. Her obsession was a childish dream, a fantasy of stability and gentility. What she truly loved all along was Rhett, with his strength, his passion, his refusal to bow to society. Scarlett rushes to declare her love, but it is too late. Rhett, drained by years of disappointment and loss, rejects her. In one of literature's most famous parting lines, he tells her bluntly that he no longer gives a damn. He leaves her, walking away from the marriage that could never reconcile their pride and wounds. Scarlett collapses, but only for a moment. True to her nature, she does not surrender. She vows she will find a way to win Rhett back. Her final words echo her eternal spirit. After all, tomorrow is another day. In a nutshell, Gone with the Wind is a love story, a war story, and a survival story all at once. It captures the grandeur and folly of a society that believed itself eternal, only to be swept away by history. At its center stands Scarlett O'Hara Vane, selfish, ruthless, but unforgettable. Her journey is not about nobility or virtue, but about endurance. She embodies the human instinct to cling to life no matter the cost. And though she loses Rhett, though her dreams crumble, she remains unbroken, whispering to herself that tomorrow will bring another chance. That is why Margaret Mitchell's epic endures. It is not merely a romance, but a portrait of survival amid ruin, of pride amid loss, of a spirit that refuses to be defeated even when everything else is gone with the wind. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe for more literary summaries and stories.